Hey dancers, welcome back to our channel. I'm Julie and I'm the owner and one of the instructors here at Roche Ballet, a ballet school just for grown-ups based out of Denver, Colorado. Today I want to talk about receiving corrections in class. Before we get started, do make sure you like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. It really does help us out. So, getting corrections in class. This is a question and kind of something that I observe when I'm teaching and when I'm taking class as well. Getting corrections can sometimes feel hurtful or confusing, or you're not sure if the teacher is picking on you. It can feel any of those things. It can also feel kind of embarrassing. But I want to talk to you about both from a teacher's perspective and from a dancer's perspective, what those corrections are for. First of all, corrections are fabulous. They are how you get better as a dancer. If you don't get any corrections, then it's going to be very hard for you to continue progressing. Let's talk about why we need corrections though first. So, what is ballet training even? Our legs are attached straight on, right? And we are trying to dance with our legs sideways, basically, for simplicity's sake, right? So our body is attached with our legs generally parallel, maybe a little in, maybe a little out. But wherever we are asking our body to dance with more rotation than we have naturally. So the body does not move like this naturally. Obviously, the body moves with the legs going straight forward and we want them to go sideways. Additionally, with the upper half of the body is just kind of lazy by nature, and that's how it saves energy, so it just sort of like sits and flops, but we need everything to be active and engaged all the time. So basically, ballet training is trying to teach your body to do stuff that's not natural at all times, including when you are confused, when you are playing a character, when you are on stage. At all times, your body has to be doing something that is not natural. And every single part of your body has to be doing this not natural thing. Your eyes, your face, your core, your back, your legs, literally every part of your body is doing something unnatural at all times, even when your brain cannot monitor the situation. So ballet training is to try to help your body learn how to do this on its own without supervision. Because ultimately you want your brain to be able to do other stuff, get higher level, dance, play a character, play a role, dance on stage, whatever it is that's going on, you need your brain to be able to go higher and higher level, so you need your body to like sort of know how to do this stuff by itself. But again, this stuff is not natural, so it's not like it knows how to do this by itself. So when we're at the bar, we're basically teaching the body all the ways it can move with your legs sideways. And your body lifted and the ballet posture and all of that. So you're training your body how to do all this stuff. In all these different circumstances, in all these different ways, with a bent leg, with a straight leg, with the arm up, with the arm side, with the arm moving, you're teaching your body in every context how it should behave. So that's kind of what we're doing in general with ballet, at the bar especially when we get a lot of corrections about technique. Then, knowing that none of this stuff is natural, your body will do things that you didn't even know it was doing. So you'll think that you're turned out at all times, but then there'll be like little moments when you're not turned out. And you won't even notice because you're busy thinking about all this other stuff. You're busy thinking about the combination, you're thinking about your core maybe, you're thinking about your shoulders, you're thinking about what you ate for lunch that day, whatever's going on in your head. And so it's your teacher's job to watch you and give you another perspective on your dancing. Because in your own head, you're focusing on so many things. Let's say there's like 100 things to focus on, and you can focus on 3 of them at a time. Your teacher's looking at the other 97 and helping you prioritize what you should be thinking about and what's the most important thing to be working on. So if you're thinking about your core and you're really nailing your core, that's awesome, but maybe you forgot about turnout. In the moment in rondejambe between side and back, maybe that leg turned in a little bit and then it caught it and went back out. Your teacher is watching you and will see that tiny little moment and will correct that tiny little moment. And that correction is helping your mind understand that what your body does when it's unsupervised. Because your brain can't supervise every part of your body at once. It's just not, it can't think about that many things at once. So your teacher is helping you supervise parts of your body that you can't supervise in your own head. So that brings me back to what a correction is and what we're basically trying to do. So your teacher is correcting these little things that happen to the unsupervised parts of your body and is helping you see them and not do them again. So helping you learn that, gosh, every single time I go from a plie, my back arch always rolls in. That's a big one for me. My back arch always rolls in. So now, because my teacher has told me so many times that my back arch is always rolling in, I know I need to add that to my list of things I should always be thinking about so that I can correct it and improve it, and it will stop doing that even when I stop watching it. So the corrections are really to kind of help you refine your checklist of things that you're working on and help you refine your understanding of what your body naturally does and what you need to do to have it do instead. Because if your body, let's say in the example of the arch rolling in, my arch, especially my left arch, just rolls in all the time when I'm not even looking. My teachers tell me, hey, when you go, once your leg gets a little higher, that arch really rolls in, so watch it. And then I can watch it better next time because now I know that even though I'm focusing on this other stuff, I have to make sure to be supervising that ankle until it happens naturally. Once it happens naturally, I won't have to supervise it so much, and then the teachers can move on to other things. So that's what corrections are. Now I want to talk about why you should love corrections. Corrections are fabulous. Corrections mean that you are doing so many things right that you can actually start to improve something. So if you're not even getting the combination, if you're just totally lost in the combination, you're just learning what a tendu is, your teacher's probably not going to be correcting like your fingertips or your head position or something like that, because you have way more important things to think about. What's a tendu? Where are we in the music? What's the combination? Just like basically getting your bearings. But once you have all that stuff, your teacher can say, hey, what about your pelvis? Is it level? Is it tipping? Is it moving? What about your spine? Is it super long? What about your elbows? Are they lifted? What about your chin? Is it up or are you looking down? So if you start receiving information like that, that's awesome. That means that you're doing great. You know the combination, you know what a tendu is, you know what these things are, and your teacher is trying to help you improve and get to the next level. I always take corrections as a compliment. While sometimes they're frustrating and I wish my body already did it right away, I know that the reason I'm getting the correction is because a lot of great things are happening and this is kind of the next level that my teacher thinks I can get to. I might find them, again, they might be frustrating because you wish you could already do it, but know that it's because your teacher wants to help you get to the next level. So like if you get a correction on how to point your foot, that's awesome. That means probably your pelvis is pretty level. That means probably the big pieces are getting more sorted out. And that means you can get a more detailed correction. Because the bigger, like if you have a lot of really big pieces that you haven't figured out yet, especially for me as a teacher, before someone has their pelvis level and their turnout muscles activated, I really don't focus on much else because I want to make sure the dancers are safe. And if those big things are missing, they can accidentally twist their knee really easily or damage their lower back. So if you are getting corrections from me on turnout and stomach and pelvis, then that's like a really big block that we have to work on. But if I ever comment on something else outside of that middle region, that means that you're really, really got that solid and I can focus on other stuff with you and then know that if we get to the details, if we're like talking about your fingertips, if we're talking about where you're looking, if we're talking about how you're pointing your toes, if we're talking about musicality, that means that we've got some really big pieces sorted out and we can get you to the next level. So while corrections can sometimes feel a little bit embarrassing or frustrating or anything like that, just know that from the teacher's perspective, it means that there's a lot of good stuff going on and you're in a place where it seems like you can take more information without being overwhelmed or without losing some of the other key core pieces. So let's summarize everything about corrections. So corrections are the teacher's way of helping you understand what your body is doing naturally and how to change that to be doing what we wanted to do for ballet. Your body naturally does not do ballet. Nobody's body just naturally knows how to do ballet, especially not the real deep technique. Nobody's body can do that naturally. So corrections help you understand here's where you are naturally and here is where we need you to be. And they help you bridge that gap from here to here. If you get detailed corrections, really think about them as a compliment. It means that your teacher is excited for you and excited to help you get to that next level and thinks that you've got enough big pieces figured out that they can help you with something else to get you going to the next level. So really think of those, change the way you think about corrections, know that they're for the teacher to really help you continue improving and that they really see potential in you and want to help you get better. So always seek out corrections, always try to look for corrections, always take every correction, write it down, apply it as many places you can, think critically about it, and know that that is a piece of wisdom or nugget of information that your teacher has given you. So keep it, cherish it, feel great about the fact that you got it, and don't let it be embarrassing or discouraging or anything like that. It's really there to help you improve in your ballet journey and find your way to being the ballerina of your dreams. All right, dancers, that is all for today. I hope this helps you think about taking corrections in class and help you propel yourself to the next level in your ballet journey. Until next time, again, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. It really does help us out. Take care.